Hi, I'm Katie from What Katie Did, and today I'm going to be talking about fully fashioned stockings, or outline heel fully fashioned stockings in particular. Now, outline heel is where the heel is outlined to really make a feature of it. Stockings like this were made in the 1950s, although they were very rare even then, and they would have been kept for very best for cocktail wear and couture gowns and things like that. You certainly wouldn't wear stockings like this every day. We're actually very lucky that outline heel fully fashioned stockings and other fancy heel types is still being made. I've mentioned before about Aristock in the UK, who were the last mainstream hosiery brand to actually make fully fashioned stockings. When they disappeared in the very early 90s, that could have been the end of fully fashioned, and definitely the end of any fancy heel types. And the factories that are still making fully fashioned stockings today, it is definitely out of a love of the craft and a love of nylons and trying to keep them going, and not to do with commercial gain at all, although obviously it is a business and money comes into it. You certainly don't go into making fully fashioned stockings to get rich quick. Our fully fashioned factory reserves one machine just to make fancy heel types. So they'll have machines just to do the point and the Cuban and the basics, and they'll reserve one machine to do the fancy outlines and Havanas and contrasts and things like that. And this means that quite often we are out of stock of our fancy heel types, and this is because when you change the machine, it's not done by computer, it's all done by hand, and it takes an awful lot of time and effort to change all the needles and change it all manually. So they'll knit all the outline heels in one go and just run them 2 or 3 times a year if we're lucky. So luckily we are stocked up at the moment, which is one of the reasons we're doing this video, but quite often you'll visit our site and you'll find that we are out of stock, and it won't just be us, it'll be like everyone who sells fully fashioned stockings will be out of stock, because there's only one source to get them from, or 2 sources to get them from, and everyone will be waiting for the next run to be made. Our outline, or empire heels as we call them, are very close to my heart, because I actually wore them when I got married, and they are my favourite style. And when I got married 9 years ago, we were hoping to go to Burr Island in Devon for our honeymoon, and Burr Island has an Art Deco hotel on it called the Burr Island Hotel, and it was built in the 20s, and it's absolutely beautiful, and it's where the writer Agatha Christie spent a lot of time and wrote some of her books. And although I didn't get around to it for our honeymoon, or we didn't get around to it for our honeymoon, we are going there in a couple of weeks. 9 years late, but we're getting there eventually, and I'm really looking forward to wearing empire heels there, because they have a big evening dinner and everyone has to dress up. There's no choice. If you don't dress up, you're not allowed in the restaurant. So I'm really looking forward to going back in time and being surrounded by glamorous people and being able to show off my empire heels. If you have any questions about fully fashioned stockings or any of our items in general, please get in touch and I'll get back to you soon. So in the meantime, take care.